The remake.
The remake. The remake was, first of all, what do you think of the remake?
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah. It was so dark. It wasn't
It
any fun at all.
yeah, and that's the thing is like I almost wish it was worse. Like it's
Hmm.
like it's kind of Penguin Zero or whatever that YouTuber guy, how he calls
Yeah.
it fun bad. It's like if you're gonna be
Yeah.
a bad movie, make sure it's entertainingly bad. If it's just dark and kind of slow and kind of it's not quite boring, but it's on the verge of
Hmm.
being boring. And it's like we're gonna try to go back to our roots. And it's like, but they somehow took that to mean suck all the fun out of the movies and then
Yeah.
release what's left. And it's like, man, it used to be Freddy was fun to watch, and now it's like, man, there's like this. It's
It's the 2010s grimdark version of Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah,
Like when they were making everything grimdark.
and just there was no imagination in the kills. They like the most imaginative one was just the rehash of the original movie with the Tina girl flopping around the roof and everything. And
Yeah.
the rest was just finger stab, finger stab, finger stab,
Yeah.
slice. There was no marionette. Like they could have done anything. It's like now we have even better technology. We could do even more easily. We could do whatever
Yeah.
we want, and then they just do nothing. It's like if you're gonna be bad, just go all the way bad. Just go and have fun with it, and at least make people enjoy watching it. Now it's like it's a slog to sit through. It's just so dull.
The most imaginative thing that happened in it, I think, was in the very last 2 seconds of the movie when every spoilers for this movie, everybody. When everything is back to normal and Rooney Mara is back at home and Connie Britton is standing behind a mirror saying that, oh good, I'm glad that it's all over. And then all of a sudden appears in the mirror behind her and shoves his hand directly through her head. And I think that that is probably the most imaginative thing that happens in that movie.
Yeah,
TBH.
yeah, right. In the last 2 seconds of the movie,
Exactly.
they
They
did.
made him look like an actual burn victim, which isn't fun. That's not fun at
Yeah,
all.
it's
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
get why filmmakers sometimes they have this thing in their mind where we're going to try to make this more grounded and true to life.
Hmm.
It's like if you're watching a movie, especially like a horror movie or something like a superhero movie, I don't want it to be like real life. Real life is like real life. I have enough
Yeah.
of that. I want something cool. Like Freddy always looked cool. And they're like, that's not good enough. We're going to make him look more real. And it's like, but why? And the thing is, like, nothing against Jackie Earl Haley. Is that his name?
Yeah, Jackie Earl
Actor.
Haley.
Like he's a really good actor. It's
Yeah.
just he's a small guy. Robert
Yeah.
Englund is
Oh, he's
tall.
tiny. Yeah.
He's just an imposing guy. Where now you
Hmm.
have someone that's short, like he's the same height as like the women and like, the girls in the movie.
Yeah.
And even like his glove, like the original Freddy glove, it looked big, like it looked like a
Hmm.
menacing weapon. Now it's like the blades are like shorter. It just looks like a less menacing weapon on a smaller guy. And it's
Yeah.
well, now all of a sudden you're not intimidating. Even if they got rid of the wisecracks, it's like Freddy's less intimidating. And they did you did allude to this earlier, which was something that they almost did, where it's like, oh, Freddy might be innocent. He was innocently accused
Yeah.
of this crime. And it's like, oh, okay, that's a different direction.
Yeah.
But then they just turn back on that and they're like, no, actually he did do it. He was lying. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like, okay. And in this
Well,
one they basically made him a molester,
yeah.
rather than just a killer, which a lot of people had a problem with. But the movie, I guess the movie was just trying to be darker and more edgy. And I
Yeah.
just think it ended up being, I can't remember any other than the Tina like roof kill. And I remember the opening scene of the movie in that diner and the guy like cuts his own neck.
Yeah.
I
Kellen
remember
Lutz from
that.
X-Men.
Other than that, I don't remember a single kill. Like I don't remember much from the movie, and I've seen it probably 5 times. Like it's just so
Yeah.
forgettable. Like
How did
nothing
he
about
kill?
it is memorable.
I can't remember how he killed Thomas Decker. Oh, it was in the prison. He killed him in prison. It was claws. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything's. I can't even picture their
Yeah.
faces. Like the all the other characters from the other ones, like the comic book guy, the
Hmm.
bodybuilder girl,
Yeah.
Kinky, Joey. Like they're all like they all just had something unique about them. Now they look like real modern teenagers, which
Yeah.
for a movie is like okay, they just look like regular people. I can't even picture their faces now. Like the movie, I watch it like every once in a while because I'm like
Yeah.
I want to find something. I'm hoping one day I'll watch it and be like, you know what? Now that I think about it, actually it is good. And every time I just hate it a little bit more. Just like
They
like
they had such a chance to do something different, like you said with the innocent thing.
mhm.
If they had made him innocent and maybe made Clancy Brown's character be the molester,
Yeah,
and and then he drove the charge to kill this Krueger fellow to cover for his own actions because he was kind of creepy at the beginning with Heather, right?
yeah.
So it could have been that. Clancy Brown can play a good bad guy as well. So I mean, they had a chance to do so many more different things with that. I think that this movie would have been very, very effective if they had taken off the veneer of Nightmare on Elm Street and just made it a supernatural killer with Jackie Earle Haley as that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Like
know, take the gloves off, take the Freddy Krueger business away, and have him just be a supernatural type killer, and be his character, be act the way he was, but not be Freddy Krueger.
it's just obviously for money reasons, having that name on
Yeah,
it is going to bring all those fans in and ultimately disappoint them. They even
yeah,
they the whole thing with the micro naps, where even if
yeah,
you kind of just doze off, even for like a second, Freddy can
yeah,
get in there, and it's like that's kind of cool. But like
yeah,
they just used it for an excuse for a whole bunch of like quick jump scares, just
yeah.
quick like oh Freddy's there, and then oh I wake up again, and it's
Jump scares and exposition for oh, he's drawing us over here. He wants us to go over here with these micronap messages.
yeah, just like it just
And first of all, why would you go if Freddy's trying to draw you somewhere? Go the opposite way, you know? Don't go there. That's stupid. I love
yeah.
Jackie Earle Haley. I think he got a raw deal on this one.
He did.
Um,
He tried his best. He's not the reason it
yeah.
sucks. And I
No,
bet
no.
even the script, like when they read it, it might have even seemed like this could be cool. But
Yeah.
it just the other one, like all the other movies, like there's something fun about watching them. Like there's just cool stuff in it. This one
Yeah.
it just looks like all the other horror movies that came out during that era. It just looks the
Yeah.
same. Like back during the time of Freddy and Jason, like the 80s,
Hmm.
you could tell the difference. Like they look different. Like even the movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 to like
Yeah.
4 to Freddy's Dead, like they look different and they look different from the Halloween movies. Like they all have
Yeah.
different vibes. And then all of a sudden, it seems in more modern times, horror
Yeah.
movies, it's like this is how it looks. Every movie looks like this because we've reached like a pinnacle or something of like we can make things look really good. We have really, really good cameras, but it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
but every damn movie looks the same. And it's like put a different skin on it and call it something different, but it's the exact same movie.
I call it the Snyder versification of action and horror movies.
Yeah. And it's just I read Scream magazine. It's like a British
Mhm.
horror magazine. And every once in a while they'll do like a multiple issue deep dive into a movie series. And they'll just, whoever writes it will give their thoughts on it. And they did one on Nightmare on Elm Street and
Mhm.
do like two movies every issue. So basically, it was like better part of like a year of them going into detail about the movies. And the guy just absolutely eviscerated the remake, like even worse than we are now. Like he just absolutely hated it. And I was like, yeah, I can see that because it's like, man, we waited so long
Yeah.
to come out, and then they put out this piece of shit. And now it's been what, like 16 years since that came
Yeah.
out? And
2010. Yeah.
it's like, man, how could they ever top that? I just almost don't want them to try because they would probably be even worse. Like something's fundamentally going to have to change with the way movies are made.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to just be worse than the remake. And it's like I'd
They
rather
need to
just
give
have
it to
fun.
an indie studio, like an indie studio that has some money to do it, but
Yeah,
not one of these Paramount or Fox or any of these ones that are the homogenized Disney ones or anything
yeah,
like that.
and like no executive input. It's like you
Yeah.
basically if you've worn a suit in the last 10 years outside of a wedding,
Get
you don't get to have a say in
out.
it. It's like let the creative people, preferably someone who likes A Nightmare on Elm Street and just knows a
Yeah.
bit about it, and maybe it'll be good. But even
Like
like
what they did with
stuff
Dave Filoni with Star Wars, right?
in what do you mean?
Dave Filoni, they put him in charge of Star Wars recently, and he's a fan, like he's a long-term fan of
Oh,
Star
okay.
Wars, and he's the guy who turned things around when he created The Mandalorian and all that sort of business with
Okay.
Jon Favreau. Yeah,
I've been so out of Star Wars
yeah,
from Star Wars. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but okay, yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
uh,
try to save it and
yeah.
uh yeah.
One good thing I can say about the remake. one good thing that I noticed. Something that I liked is when Jackie Earl Haley's Freddy was just talking when he was doing some exposition or something like that. He had ticks that he'd do with his gloves. Like he'd click the two of them together over and over again, or he'd do this and make a like a clicking noise as he fiddles with his glove. And I really liked that. Robert Englund never did that. He'd, do the glove when he was trying to be menacing or that sort of thing, but never just when he was standing there to start playing with two of the claws or that sort of
Yeah,
thing. I thought
I
that was
never noticed
really
that.
cool.
But now
Yeah.
that you mention it, because I'm sure like you, like everyone at some point has worn the toy glove.
Yeah.
If you were wearing that, you couldn't help it. It's so cool to have on your hand. Like you would couldn't help but play around with it.
Exactly. And
I
when I
never
was a
noticed
kid, I
that.
had the Halloween glove and I had the hat and the mask and all that stuff.
Next time I watch, I'll pay attention to that. Like I think he's a good enough actor. Like he did the
Yeah.
best he could.
Yeah.
It was not his fault, and I don't know whose fault it was, but it just I would have liked a worse movie that tried harder. I would like to just laugh at how stupid it is, but
Yeah.
have enjoyed watching it instead of sitting there just like, is this almost over? It's like I've started watching it. I may as well finish it, but like I hate that feeling where it's just
Yeah.
like I love bad movies. Bad movies are fine. Just like
Yeah.
love The Room. It's like it can be bad, but still fun to watch and provide you
Yeah.
some entertainment. If you're just gonna like bore me to death, then like what's the point? Like I don't know who they made this for. Like I don't think anyone was like, you know what, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are too fun. I don't want to enjoy it this much. I want this just to be dark and dry and kind of boring. I don't think
Kids
anyone
don't like
actually
fun
thinks that.
anymore.
It's like why would they do that? It's I don't know. And yeah, I don't know where it goes from here. I know there's talk of
Yeah.
like they're making or they made like a Jason TV show
Yeah.
or whatever. Like he's still in the works, but Freddy, like I think this movie was just so bad that it just killed any desire for anyone to
Yeah.
cough up the money to make it.
They're not even doing video games with him in them any longer. They're doing they've had that Friday the 13th one. I think there's the Friday the 13th one, which was a multiplayer game where one person would be Jason and then the rest of the people would be survivors. That went into some licensing hell for a while with the
Mhm.
guy who claims that he created Friday the 13th versus Sean S. Cunningham. Um, but I think that they got that worked out, and I think there's going to be a new version of that coming out. They've got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that's like that. They got a Hellraiser game coming out. They've had Halloween games out. There's nothing
Yeah,
with Nightmare on Elm Street because
they've
all the
made like
wind's taken out of the sales.
yeah, all those other ones you just listed. There's been
Hmm.
fairly recent remakes
Yeah,
or installments of them. Whether or not they're any good is a different discussion. But yeah, Freddy, because he's one of my favorites. Like he was
yeah,
one for a while, one like probably the bigger than all of them.
yeah,
And like with one movie, they just nailed him right into his coffin, and like it's just no one knows what to do with it, which is weird because he's the one that you could do the most with. He's not just a guy
yeah.
with a knife or a
He can be
chainsaw,
anywhere doing anything.
and it's just like yeah, and I don't know.
They
It's
could
kind
do a Tiny Tina's thing with like at Borderlands with him in a Dungeons and Dragons world and him being the bad guy and just have the premise be that he sucks this group of kids into his fantasy world and then he decimates them in the fantasy world throughout the whole
yeah,
thing and yeah,
there's so much you could do with it,
yeah,
and just somehow it just sucks that the whole series had to end on this downer. It's just
yeah.
it's like imagine the series ended with part three. Like it just would have been
Mhm.
like so it would have been like Godfather level of like filmmaking nostalgia, but no such luck. We had to end on a
Nope.
downer, but
Nobody's making a rap song about the remake, I can tell you that much. Oh, I also had I forgot to say when we were in number four, the Fat Boys Are You Ready for Freddy came out
yeah,
in
yeah,
number
yeah, yeah.
four.
Always a classic.